For Wednesday.
It's not the equipment that I do.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
Agreement. Or strictly brought.
At least I'm off for now. It could change.
That's just to be a stick.
I don't know about it, but if that's what I'm
Looking at that Fourth Ward of Chicago.
They're open, that's why it looks weird.
the light looks good.
You see the cubes.
I just wrote it on the calendar for tonight. To remember. I'm usually like right on the last day.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call the April 18th, 2022 Crest Hill City Council meeting to order. If everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
With liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Chris.
Ray Fowler,
Here.
Glenn Conklin,
Present.
Scott Dyke.
Here.
John Shea.
Here.
Darrell Jefferson.
Here.
Claudia Gazal.
Here.
Tina Oberlin.
Present.
Mark Sepiti.
Here.
Nate Albert.
Here.
And Joe Kubal.
Here.
Okay, you have before you for approval the minutes from the city council meeting held on April 4th, 2022. Motion would be in order.
So move.
Second.
We have motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderwoman Gazal for the approval of the city council meetings of April 4th, 2022. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Shea.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
And Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Motion carries.
And you also have before you the minutes of the work session held on April 5th, 2022. Motion would be in order.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderman Sepiti for the approval of the work session minutes of April 5th, 2022. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
John Shea.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Abstain.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
And Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
You also have before you the minutes of the work session held on April 11th, 2022. Motion would be in order.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderwoman Gazal for the approval of the work session minutes of April 11th, 2022. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Abstain.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Shea.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
And you have before you the minutes of the work session held on April 12th, 2022. Motion would be in order.
So move.
Second.
We have motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderman Dyke for the approval of the work session minutes held on April 12th, 2022. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Abstain.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Shea.
Yes.
And Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Okay, we were to have here the gentleman from Super Catfish, which is located at 20641 Renwick Road. The grand opening was on March 31st. This is their second business in the city of Crest Hill. They have, the first Catfish is on Caton Farm Road, and this was the opening of Super Catfish with same type of food. They were supposed to be here tonight for our business promotion, but they are not here yet. If they do come in, we will certainly let them approach the podium. With that, let's move on to our city attorney, Mike Stiff. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I do not have any agenda items this evening. Happy to answer any questions, of course.
Any questions of our city attorney? Okay, thanks, Mike. Moving on to our city administrator, Jim Marino. Good evening, Jim.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. You have before you a resolution approving a proposal with LVS and AVI. This is for the audiovisual equipment at the new city center. This was discussed at last week's work session. I also sent you earlier today, and you had in front of your dais just an updated agreement proposal from AVI. Mike Stiff had asked for a correction on a couple items, which they did. However, Mike is still reviewing the language on indemnification. I'll have that done tomorrow, so if you would approve this with, subject to final approval by the city attorney.
Motion would be in order with the AVI agreement to be subject to the attorney approval.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Alderwoman Gazal, seconded by Alderman Jefferson, for the approval of a resolution awarding certain work for the audiovisual project to Low Voltage Solutions Incorporated, and awarding certain work for the City Center audiovisual project to AVI Systems Incorporated, subject to the attorney approval. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Tina Oberlin,
Yes.
Mark Sepiti,
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Scott Dyke,
Yes.
John Burchett.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 1152.
Anything else, Jim?
No.
Any questions of city administrator?
No, just a quick comment. With the last email you sent about the 14 candidates for economic development, when it comes to the end, can the council be part of, not the questioning, but to listen to the candidate, the final 2 or 3 candidates,
Listen to,
their presentation or,
well, I don't know if we're having a presentation yet, so I'm not sure. We're
well,
gonna-
how the procedure is gonna be of the interviewing?
Well, right now, I'm planning on having at least 2 rounds of interviews.
Correct, but in the end, when you come down to like the final 2 or 3 candidates, is the council gonna be involved?
That wasn't my plan, no.
Okay. I think we have to find a way, I'm not asking that we have to ask questions. I think all the candidates should be asked the same questions, but I think we need to be involved in the decision at this point. Just because of the track record that we had in the past, I would like to see the final 2 candidates.
Well, it is the council's decision to make the appointment.
But we will only bring us 1 person. And how can we make a decision on 1 person? I would like to see the final 2 or 3 candidates.
Well, what's the practice been, Mayor? I mean, my
Practice in the
understanding
past
was,
has been 2 rounds of interviews that was done by staff, bringing the top candidate to city council.
I think that's maybe part of Alderwoman Gazal's question, is the concern of that process, possibly, of not being involved before the appointment. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes. I just want to see the last 2 candidates. I mean, just like the way when we interview for your position, we were involved in the whole process. I'm not asking to ask the minimum, like all these questions. Obviously, you're gonna have a format of questions that's gonna be asked for everybody, right? So the last 2 candidates, your top 2 candidates, it would be nice for all of us to be involved in listening to their vision and their goals and who they come from, instead of bringing 1 person and say, okay, this is who you have to vote.
so are you saying you want to do the second round interview?
I don't want to do the second round interview. I just want to be part of it if the council can hear the candidates. So we can have a better view of what they're looking for, what their goals, what their accomplishment. I mean, if you're gonna bring me just 1, obviously I have to vote on it, right? Because we've been like for 2 years almost with no economic development. What I'm asking is bring us 2 or 3 people that we can say, okay, this one is better than this one, or this is what this guy is missing, or this person is missing, or why you're choosing this last person, you know?
Okay, can we talk about it later? Because I just have to.
Yeah, but I just want to
Okay.
make sure that it's something that we'll think about and that we should be part of the process,
Okay.
you know? I just want to make sure we're gonna pick the right candidate this time.
Any other questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Moving on to Public Works Department, our Director of Public Works, Mark Seifert. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have no agenda items this evening, but I do want to remind all of council and all the residents that starting tonight at 9 p.m., we will start hydrant flushing. Tonight through the 29th, we'll just have Saturday night off. So we'll have 10 out of 11 nights. We'll be hydrant flushing from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. If you have any questions, we have an FAQ page on the city's website under the water wastewater tab, just for hydrant flushing with a map of the city, what zone the residents are in. And if they have any further questions or follow-up or any actions needed, please feel free to call Public Works at 815-741-5108, and we'll be happy to answer any of their questions. Once again, we are starting hydrant flushing this week. We have signs up, social media posts. There's been flyers at City Hall. Every morning, we will have a Facebook post letting them know what got completed, what zone, where we're gonna be the next night, along with an internal email, so anybody who's answering phones inside of City Hall has that information as well. So, that I'd answer any questions.
Questions of Public Works? All right, thanks, Mark. City Engineer, our City Engineer Ron Wiedemann. Good evening, Ron.
Thank you, Mayor. I have 2 items for you tonight. The first item, looking for a motion to approve the mayor and the city clerk to execute the 2022-23 MFT resolution, MFT maintenance engineering agreement, and the MFT general maintenance program as presented at April 11, 2022 budget presentation. The only change that I did make from that last Monday was I added Division Street as an additional street for patching with Cheney and Caden Farm.
So moved as presented.
Second.
We have motion for the approval of the 2022-23 MFT General Maintenance Program by Alderperson Overland, seconded by Alderman Albert. Questions or comments of the motion? This was discussed last week at the work session. Roll call, please.
Mark Sepiti,
Yes.
Nate Albert,
Yes.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Scott Dyke,
Yes.
John Rashay.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal,
Yes.
and Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 1153.
Second item that I have is to authorize the mayor to execute a professional services agreement with D3 companies for a not-to-exceed amount of $107,233 to prepare plans, specification, and bid documents for the Cheney and Center water main replacement and roadway rehabilitation contract. This is actually the American Rescue Fund project that was presented back March 14th, where V3 was the highest selected consultant for this.
So move as presented.
Second.
We have motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderman Dyke for the approval of the American Rescue Fund's Cheney and Center Water Main Improvement Professional Service Agreement with V3. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Rashay.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Mark Sepiti,
Yes.
and Nate Albert.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
That is all I have. If anybody has any questions?
Any questions of City Engineer? Okay, thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
Community Development Department, Steve is not here this evening. He'll be back in tomorrow. If there's any questions, please give him a call. Police Department, our Deputy Police Chief, Ryan Dobchik's here. Good evening, Ryan.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Your 2-week activity report is in the packet. I do not have any agenda items tonight, but I'd be happy to answer any questions that you or the council may have.
Any questions of the Police Department? Okay, thanks, Ryan. Moving on to the Mayor's report. First, we have an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances for the City of Crest Hill regarding alcoholic beverages. This license is for the Old Pueblo Grocery and Food Store, which is located at 2222 Plainfield Road, Unit A. Elizabeth Dominguez is requesting a packaged liquor license in the City of Crest Hill. We went through the entire process. Everything is in order. However, a new packaged liquor license, Class E, needs to be created by City Council. You have before you the ordinance for an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances for the City of Crest Hill regarding alcoholic beverages. This would raise the number of Class E, which is packaged liquor licenses, from 9 to 10.
So move, Mayor.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderperson Oberlin. Questions or comments of the motion for the raising of the Class E liquor license? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Burchett.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
And Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Motion carries. Ordinance 1901.
Okay, thank you for that. Next on the agenda are three reappointments to boards within the city of Crest Hill. The first one will be for the Civil Service Commission. Frank Blasky, who has served for the past 3 years on that board, has agreed to another 3-year term on the Civil Service Commission, which will expire on May 1st, 2025. Frank Blasky was appointed in 2018, and this will be his second term. I would ask for your concurrence in his reappointment.
So move, Mayor.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderman Dyke for the approval of Frank Blasky to the Civil Service Commission for a 3-year term. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
John Burchett.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal. And
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Second is for the reappointment of Mr. John Stanton to the Plan Commission. John has served since 2000 and, well, this is his 4th term. I believe it was 2009 when he was appointed to the Plan Commission. So this will be his 4th term, which will expire on
Me first.
May 1st of 2025. Thank you. I would ask for his reappointment and a motion to be
So
made.
moved as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderperson Oberlin, seconded by Alderman Verche for the reappointment of John Stanton for another 3-year term to the Crest Hill Plan Commission. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Burchett.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
And Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
And the last appointment is for Mr. Jeff Peterson to be reappointed to the Crest Hill Plan Commission. He has served 1 year for an unexpired term of the previous commissioner on that board. So he is up for a 3-year reappointment. He has agreed to serve for 3 years, which will expire on May 1st, 2025. I would ask for your concurrence.
So moved.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Gazal, seconded by Alderman Burchett for the reappointment of Jeff Peterson to the Plan Commission. Term will expire May 1st, 2025. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
And John Burchett.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
And the last board is the Police Pension Board. Roger Cramps served for the last 2 years on the Police Pension Board. He has to step down for personal reasons. There is an opening for the Police Pension Board. It is a non-paying position on the Police Pension Board. I would ask that if anyone is interested in serving on the Police Pension Board, to please fill out an application, send in your resume to myself, and we will certainly go through the applicants for possible candidates to come before the City Council for approval. This board meets 4 times a year, quarterly, and again, it's for a non-paying position on the Police Pension Board, and the meetings are during the daytime hours. So if anybody is interested, or if anybody from council has any recommendations, please let me know. That's everything for the agenda items. For the mayor's office, the only other thing that I'd like to make mention of is for our 2022 Memorial Day program. It will be held at this property at 1610 Plainfield Road for 1 more year, due to the fact that the city center is not available to be open yet. So we will do our last program here this year. Very proud to say that we will have the Frankfurt Brass Band again. Our guest speakers actually are going to be 2 World War II veterans who live in the city of Crest Hill, Mr. Don Lawler and Mr. Chester Bozek. They are both in their mid-90s. There are very few World War II veterans that are still with us today. So we're proud to have those 2 gentlemen in our city of Crest Hill that have served in World War II and in the Korean War also for one gentleman. He served in both. So they will be our guest speakers. It will be on Monday, May 30th at 2 p.m. here, right outside in the Memorial Garden. We will honor our veterans who have passed away, and we will also honor our 2 slain police officers, Officer James Nink and Sergeant Tim Simonson, who were killed in the line of duty over the past 60 years in the city of Crest Hill. So please join us. There will be refreshments after, light refreshments after the memorial ceremony. It usually lasts between 45 minutes and 1 hour. That is it for the mayor's report. If there is any questions, I'll certainly try to entertain them. Hearing none, we will move on to our city clerk's report. Our city clerk, Christine Verche Hall. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening. I just have one thing to report, that our citywide garage sale will be held Thursday, May 19th through Sunday, May 22nd. The fee to register for the garage sale is $5. The deadline to submit your application for your address to be included on a list is May 17th. Permits can be picked up in the clerk's office Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And if you have any questions, please give us a call at 815-741-5100. And I'd like to say that if anybody's available to come out April 30th to Lewis Airport and help support not only the Crest Hill and all the other teams that'll be pulling an airplane.
Oh,
It starts at noon on it. So we appreciate you coming out and supporting all the teams. And this is for Special Olympics of Illinois.
Can you send us the time and,
Most certainly,
thank you.
most certainly. And that's all I have to report.
Any questions of the clerk? All right, thanks, Chris. Moving on to city treasurer's report. Our treasurer, Glenn Conklin. Good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'd like to report regular and overtime payroll from March 28, 2022 through April 10th of 2022 in the amount of $231,026.65. I seek a motion to approve our list of bills, which totaled in that same time period, $940,164.75.
so moved as presented.
Second.
We have motion by Alderperson Oberlin, seconded by Alderman Sapiti for the approval of the list of bills. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes?
Tina Oberlin.
Yes,
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Burchett.
Yes.
And Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I'll entertain any questions if you have any.
Questions of our treasurer?
Thank you and good night.
Thanks, Glenn. Unfinished business, we have nothing. Anyone? New business, anybody? Committee liaison reports, anyone? City council comments, positive city council comments, anything you'd like to share with your constituents? We'll begin with Ward 1 this evening, Alderman Dyke.
Thank you, Mayor. Nothing at this time.
Alderman Verche.
Nothing at this time.
Ward 2, Alderman Jefferson.
Nothing at this time.
Alderwoman Gazal.
I just want to wish the Richland Symphonic Band, they will be competing this Saturday. It will be the IGSMA state competition, so wish them luck. I promised them I was going to announce it tonight, so let's hope they win. That's it, Mayor.
Ward 3, Alderperson Oberlin.
yes, the Czech Republic is going to be holding a park cleanup at Ladis Park on Sunday, May 22nd at 11 o'clock a.m. So all of you ambitious gardeners and handy people and any children maybe looking for some community service hours, this will be a great opportunity. Bring your weeders, your shovels, your whatever, and meet us at the park at 11 a.m. on Sunday, May 22nd.
Alderman Sapiti.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
Ward 4, Alderman Albert.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
And Alderman Kubal.
Nothing to add.
Okay. Public comment. Anyone like to address city council, please step to the podium, state your name for the record. Your address is optional. Let the record show that no one has approached the podium. To our city attorney, Mike Stiff. Mike, is there a need for an executive session?
Motion to adjourn. Second.
We have motion for an adjournment by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderman Verche. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mark Sepiti.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Burchett.
Yes.
Darrell Jefferson.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
And Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries, thank you.
Okay, meeting is adjourned at 7:27 PM. I thank you and good evening.
I can't believe it. I know. I